All right, welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Hopefully, you all could hear me and see this feed okay. We got an update. We have an update on Melodee Buzzard. Mother has been arrested. As you can see that video right there. This story was sent to me by Grayson Report. Shout out to her. Should be going live again pretty soon. Nice. All right, folks. I'll give you all, as you guys come on in here, I will give you an update on everything. Just making sure everything's cool. Let me know how's everyone doing. Hey, what's up, Jennifer? Just a little bit of a microphone check, making sure everything looks all right. Trying some new stuff here on Nerd Report. Welcome in. Merry Christmas, everyone. With the sad news here, man. I mean, stuff sucks sometimes, right? Especially during these times in the holidays. It hits extra. Things are extra difficult. All right. Some of you don't know anything about this story. Amor says right there in the chat, there's a press conference apparently at 2. Is my audio okay before I continue? Just making sure. I do have a timeline of everything. So if you guys want to educate yourselves on everything, I don't know much about it. I just was sent this by Grayson Report, and she says she was following this. And then I looked, and the mom got arrested, so that's terrible. And I did write up a timeline of what's going on. This girl's been missing, and her remains were found. Audio's awesome. All right, thank you. It takes a while for the audio to get to you all, guys, folks. Welcome in and welcome in. Let me know where you're watching from. Everybody, let me know where you're watching from. And if you got notified. And if you're notified. Yeah. This little girl is so adorable. And that's one of the reasons I don't particularly like covering these things. Because, I mean, it's great. I mean, finding the bad guy or bad woman or whatever you want to, the bad person is great. That's satisfying. But seeing the victims, this is alleged footage from the mother being arrested, I guess, and everything. You know, before I continue, just want to make sure that, to let you all remind you that everyone's innocent until proven guilty. Everything's always an evolving story. So what's fact today or what's presented as fact today may be disproven 5 minutes from now, right? So, or tomorrow, right? So that's a big issue. Everyone deserves their time in court. I know with like the Nick Reiner situation, everybody thinks he did it or he's the only person or whatever involved. And we don't know because court hasn't started. There hasn't been a trial. I'm open to be proven wrong or and everything like that. So just keep that in mind. But I will not come. I don't support silly conspiracy theories. There's some silly ones out there, especially with true crime. So this is what I wrote down, folks. Hopefully it helps you all. Hit that one if my audio is clear. Also, let me know. Let me know if you know this story, if you know this case at all. Or have you been following the situation? So this is the mom and the daughter wearing wigs to try to hide their identity. I'm not sure what happened here, right? So this is a timeline according to what I've written down or what I've that I've looked at. By the way, hit that like, man, to get that algorithm out there so more people see the video. All right, August 25th. Melodee, last known to be enrolled in school, absent, started raising questions. So she was absent from school. So the school, started, they reported it. October 7th, Melanie, who was 9, and her mom, Ashlee Buzzard, were seen on surveillance at a retail car business. Wait, people are screaming outside. At a retail car business in California, the girl was wearing what appeared to be a wig. So, the mom too, right? Looks like they're wearing a wig, both of them. October 7th through the 10th, mother and daughter traveled on a road trip in a white rental Chevrolet Malibu. Investigators tracked the vehicle through Utah, Arizona, Nevada, and Kansas. Is that what they're saying? Possibly. Okay, so the license plate was changed mid-trip, likely to avoid detection. So if this was the mom, she knew what she was doing, right? If the license plate was changed mid trip to avoid detection. Last sighting of Melodee on video was in Colorado on October 9th. October 10th, Ashlee returned to Lumpic alone with the retail car. Okay, so she returned home. The mom returned home. Melodee was not in the vehicle. So maybe something happened. They found the body, by the way, today. So they found the body, and they did not find the body today, I believe. They found the body, and then they took DNA tests, and then they linked it to the mom, I guess. I'm guessing, okay? The mom was arrested after the DNA testing. So what does that mean? Possibly that the DNA led the FBI to evidence towards the mom, right? Search warrants served at the mother's home, storage lockers, and rental car. FBI joined the investigation. Ashlee, the mom, was uncooperative. And no, she didn't want to cooperate with the cops or the investigation. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? I don't know about you, man, but when I've been accused of things, I've never been accused of anything, but even like, I don't know, taking someone's pencil from their desk, I'm like, dude, search my pockets. I don't give a shit. I don't have your pencil, right? Right? Jane says, I can't believe this ended like this. I like to know that what led up to all of this is, I'm guessing that will all come out in the trial. So heartbreaking beyond words. Jane, I totally agree. I apologize, folks, if I sound a little messed up. I'm under the weather. If I sound more fucked up than usual. So, okay, so the key facts. Age and description. Melodee Buzzard was 9, brown hair, brown eyes. Another fact. Video on October the 9th, 2025, near Colorado and the Utah border. The vehicle they were riding was a 2024 Chevrolet Malibu. It was a rental. License plates were switched during the trip. FBI and local enforcement searched extensively. Mother was uncooperative. And the outcome so far is her body was found. Her body was found. And that's what we have right now until the press conference. Thank you for the well wishes, folks. I jacked your second pencil. You can check my mod squad. You can check my pockets, dude. No problem. No problem. All right, so I'm gonna be looking here. Okay, so that's the mom being arrested. I'm gonna be looking for the press conference. Should be out or happening pretty soon. If anything, there's the mom. So, has anyone heard of this case? Has anyone been following it? Does anyone want to add anything to it? We're going to know where the child was found pretty soon. Where's her wig? That would be evidence. Where's the wig now? That would be evidence. Switched license plate, just like the Brown University incident. People learn from these real life incidents and movies. I'm guessing the mom looks, I don't know, man. Just some evil people out there, dude. I don't know about you, but I can't. Normal people can't comprehend this garbage. So there's the wig the mom was wearing. I mean, yeah. Oh, so it looks like she put straight hair on the little girl. The mom put straight hair, and then she's wearing this bizarre wig. Yeah, you see? She's wearing that bizarre wig. Quick question, folks. I have changed the format a little bit, the way the visuals are. I trying to fix the audio for you all and the visuals. How does it look? Does it look a little better? Is anything distorted, or is my voice okay? Yeah, it's a horrible wig. I mean, it looks like a cosplay. That wig is ridiculous, Jennifer. It looks like a damn cosplay. And, right? Yeah, get a girl's correct. I don't understand how parents could do that. Imagine, like, if you all could remember when you were kids, parents, like, they're supposed to be your protectors, your guardian angels, man. Thank you, Amor. Trying to fix the format a little bit. Thank you. And look, I know a lot of you are like, it looks great. If something could be improved, tell me. I prefer you tell me something sucks if it does. Don't just say it looks great because it looks great, you know. All right. That's why I love the Nerd Report crew here. Beautiful Messy Ball says, Mom, now this is all allegedly, I don't know, but you're giving your input. So according to your post here, it says Mom was previously arrested for accusations of holding a friend of the family against his will by knife point or box cutter, but records show he told a false account. Okay, so she's been accused of that, and it was a false account. Here she turns around and is maybe a suspect of something even worse. Yeah, I can't believe she thought that wig would work. And that's why I hate to be that guy. I hate to be that guy, but you know, I'm going to tell you things the way I think. Okay, so I saw the wig and I thought, what a stupid person, right? And then when I read right now that she was changing the license plate, when the license plates were being changed, I was like, well, that's a smart move, I guess, but the wig is so dumb. Is anyone helping her? Because that wig is dumb. Changing the license plate is smart. Although the little girl's wig is kind of smart because it's curly. Like the first thing when I see the little girl is curly hair, right? And then the wig is straight. That wig looks so sus. That wig looks so sus. Folks, once again, let me know if you got notified. Double check if you are subscribed. People are getting unsubscribed randomly. And let me know what country, city, or state you're watching from. Keep the conversation going in the comments. If you have any input on this case, we're waiting for a press conference. And I don't see one yet. It's supposed to come in 4 minutes.
One we had on the panel.
So we'll see when that press conference comes in. We'll break in and we'll let you know what is up. So there's the mom. She's I guess she is a blonde. My gosh, she looks. I don't like to judge people by the way they look, but holy shit, man, I can't help it here, right? Is there a dad around? I don't know. Good question, gonna girl. Mom, I mean, always wears a wig. That wig is common. What's MK though? What it's a common wig? I'm not sure. Wendy says they switched license plates and wore an awful wig in Goodfellas. Maybe that's what she watched, right? The thing is, what's the intention here? Like, you're not gonna get away with this shit. What? How stupid could you be, man? And then not cooperating. What you're looking at is pictures of the authorities grabbing the mom, and you know. Is it a custody thing, right? Could it have been a custody thing? Could I please tell you the story? Well, I did, Gunner Girl. I did. I'll do it again. But the thing is, press conference is about to start. So, but I will, as long as I don't see it. Let me see how much time I have. It's supposed to start in a minute, but I don't see the press conference. If anyone sees the press conference, send it to me on Telegram. So do you press 1 if you want me to give you a synopsis of the story again? Okay, listen. So right now it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple for now until we get the press conference. But little girl's been missing. Melodee Buzzard has been missing. All right. I'm going to give you the story real quick. All right. Melodee Buzzard was absent from school, has been absent from school since August 2025. And again, this is all moving parts. This is all I gathered. So little girl has been missing. She's 9 years old. School reported it since August. All right. So Melanie and her mom, Ashlee, were seen in surveillance cameras or video at a rental car business wearing these awful wigs. Okay. So If it's not streamed, I'll give you an update. So they were wearing these awful wigs, right? And that's the wigs we were seeing. On October 7th to 10th, mother and daughter traveled on the road trip in a white rental car. Investigators tracked their vehicle, and the license plates were changed to avoid detection. And so were these weird wigs, right? To avoid detection, all right? So August the 9th, last confirmed sighting near Colorado and the Utah border. And then the mom returned alone. And Melodee was not in the vehicle. On October 14th, school officials reported Melodee missing due to prolonged absence, triggering a welfare check and missing person investigation. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So she stopped going to school in August, and the school reported it on October 14th. That's like a month and a half after, right? October 15th, the search warrant was served at the mom's home, storage locker rental car place. And rental car, sorry. So they searched the mom's home, storage locker, and rental car. Remember, she rented a car with the bad wig. She's been the mom was not cooperating at all. Early December 2025, Melodee, which is the girl's body, was found in Utah, and was confirmed that it was her via DNA. And then today, was it today? Yeah, today the mom's been taken into custody. So that's what we got. And we were trying to see if there was a press conference to be seen. And I don't know. Maybe it's not going to be streamed. Not going to be lived. That is a long time for the school to inform, right? To inform parents or kids missing. I always wondered that. All right, let me see if I can get the press conference.
Joining me now, my dear friend, Kellyanne.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I tried to explain it. Hopefully it's okay the way I explained it. Hopefully I explained it okay. So we've been covering this, the Rob Reiner situation as well. Have you guys been getting notified? And crazy incidents, especially Planet Fitness is on a roll, man. A lot of craziness. With Planet Fitness. People out of control. They arrested did you guys see that video of the lady getting arrested at Planet Fitness as she was taking a 10-hour shower? And that'd be weird if they don't televise the press conference, honestly. Yes. Please leave your message for 3232. Hold on. Trying to look for the All right, folks, listen, it looks like they're not televising this. That's very, very strange if you ask me. Very, very strange.
Joining me now, my dear friend.
What was Astrid? What was so dirty that 10 hours had to be showered? Yeah, we're gonna get huge rain here. Well, okay, so if you have a link to where they're broadcasting it, please don't hold back, folks. It doesn't look like they're broadcasting it anywhere. I just was told that it's on Fox Business, but there's no such thing. I don't know what. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. I'm gonna go on there right now.
In their pursuit.
Okay, I got the press conference. Thank you, Wendy. We're gonna go there right now, and I fixed the audio. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Did not fall.
All right, it should be, no matter how low they are, it's gonna be loud here. Let's
And with that, I'd like to turn it to compromising, provide you with the most amount of information that we possibly could without compromising the investigation. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to Sheriff Bill Brown.
Well, thank you, and good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here with us today. I am Santa Barbara County Sheriff Coroner Bill Brown, and has helped us not only in our regional area, but also out of state. And I particularly want to thank Sheriff Micah Gully and the members of the Wayne.
The audio is coming out through one channel, folks, but it should be loud. Again, they don't know how to do. No one knows how to do a press conference properly.
County Sheriff's Office in Wayne County, Utah, and every other agency that assisted us with their partnership, their professionalism, and for their commitment to this case. This level of coordination among jurisdictions was essential. It was superb, and we are grateful for the support provided at every stage.
How's the audio?
While this remains an active criminal case and certain details are still being investigated and cannot be disclosed at this time, I can share with you now a timeline outlining the major investigative milestones. October 14th, 2005. A school administrator reported Melodee's prolonged absence from school. Deputies responded to the family's residence in Lompoc, where her mother, Ashlee Buzzard, was contacted. Melodee was not at the residence, and Ashlee provided no verifiable explanation for Melodee's whereabouts. October 15th, 2025. Detectives served a search warrant at the Buzzard residence in the 500 block of Mars Avenue in the Lompoc area, looking for evidence pertaining to Melodee's whereabouts. Subsequent to the search warrant, it was determined that Ashlee had recently rented a car, and video surveillance images were obtained showing Ashlee and Melodee at the rental car office, both of them wearing wigs in an apparent attempt to conceal their identity. These images were shared with the public on October the 22nd in an attempt to obtain additional information about their whereabouts. On October 24th, 2025, detectives shared an updated timeline and travel route with the public of Melodee's last known movements along a multi-state round-trip travel route that included California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, Wyoming, and Nebraska, with a return route including Kansas, Colorado, Utah, Arizona, Nevada, and then back to California. Detectives learned that along this trip, Ashlee switched the license plates on the vehicle she had rented to a New York plate.
Well, so far I'm proud of myself because I got a lot of the stuff is pretty much that I said was pretty much on point with my recap.
And found out that she would back her vehicle into gas stations in an apparent attempt to avoid detection by their surveillance cameras. Melodee was last seen on video surveillance with Ashlee on the Colorado side of the Colorado-Utah border on Thursday, October 9th, 2025. And detectives now believe that Melodee was murdered shortly after that stop. On October the 30th, sheriff's detectives along with the FBI evidence response team responded and served follow-up search warrants at the home of Ashlee Buzzard, as well as for a storage locker that she had rented and upon the car that she had recently rented as well. During the search of the Mars Avenue residence, an expended cartridge case was recovered. During the search of the vehicle, a live round of similar ammunition was located.
Whoa.
Detectives submitted the expended cartridge case to the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives for inclusion in their national database called NIBIN, the National Integrated Ballistic Information Network. December the 6th, 2025. Members of the Wayne County Sheriff's Office in Utah responded to a call from a man and a woman who were taking photos just off the 3300 block of East State Route 24 in a remote part of Wayne County, Utah. This couple had discovered the decomposed body of a deceased person off of the side adjacent to West Caneville Road.
It's terrible.
On December 8th, 2025, a member of the Wayne County Sheriff's Office notified the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office of the discovery of the unidentified found body. Although immediate identification of the deceased person was not possible, it was apparent that the decedent was a female who had died from gunshot wounds to the head.
Oh my God.
December 17th, 2025.
Oh my God, that is awful.
The Bureau of Alcohol,
Oh my
Tobacco,
God.
Firearms, and Explosives examination
Oh my God.
of cartridge cases found
That is-
at the Utah crime scene resulted in a NIBIN hit, linking them to the single cartridge case that was found at the Buzzard residence. On December 22nd, yesterday, the FBI crime lab notified our agency
That is
that
terrible.
DNA analysis had determined that the remains found in Utah were a familial DNA match to Ashlee Buzzard. Today, December 23rd, 2025,
I'm pissed hearing
members
this.
of the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office and the FBI served search and arrest warrants at the Mars Avenue residence and arrested Ashlee Lynn Buzzard for the murder of Melodee Buzzard.
If it's her, man, she
Ashlee was
rot.
taken into custody without incident, and she was booked at the Northern Branch Jail for first-degree murder, where she is currently being held without bail. While these developments represent important steps towards holding Ashlee Buzzard accountable for the murder
pissed,
of her
man.
daughter,
I'm pissed hearing this.
they do not
Sorry,
diminish
folks.
the profound loss that we are acknowledging today. Because this case is now moving through the court system, there are limits on what additional detail we can share publicly at this time. At this point, I'm going to ask Lieutenant Chris Gottschall to recognize the personnel and agencies whose work in our region was instrumental in this investigation.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Such a beautiful kid, man. Oh my gosh, this is like
This case required an extraordinary
terrible.
level of coordination and commitment amongst all agencies. I want to specifically recognize the detectives who tirelessly worked from the very beginning, including lead detective Joe Oliver, Detective Ruben Esparza, Detective Matt Maxwell, Detective Cliff Kabasig, Detective Thomas Brownlee, and Sergeant Jeff McDonald.
Folks, trigger warning from what we're hearing in the updates here. If you just joined us, yeah, this really, I don't know, man. Really, really sad.
Along with numerous investigators, sheriff's deputies, professional staff, and support personnel who contributed countless hours to this effort. I'd also like to acknowledge our allied agencies whose cooperation and assistance were essential to advancing this investigation across multiple jurisdictions. A special thanks to our Santa Maria resident agency of the FBI, Supervisory Senior Resident Agent Mike Rusev, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, the California Department of Justice, the Santa Barbara County District Attorney's Office, Santa Barbara County Child Welfare Services, the Lompoc Unified School District, and Santa Barbara County Search and Rescue. At this time, I would like to invite Special Agent in Charge Patrick Grandy, executive
Here's
from the
why you-
FBI Los Angeles Field Office, to speak about the FBI's key role in supporting this investigation. Thank you, Sheriff.
Good afternoon. My name is Patrick Grandy, and I'm a Special Agent in Charge with the FBI's Los Angeles Field Office. Various FBI field offices in multiple states devoted resources to this investigation, and I can confidently speak on behalf of all FBI employees when I say that our collective hearts are broken as a result of this senseless outcome. The agents in our Santa Maria office, just north of here, worked tirelessly for the past couple of months with the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office, and this has no doubt affected them as well personally. We were all hoping to find Melodee alive,
Yeah.
as you undoubtedly were as well. That said, the FBI will continue to provide resources to the County of Santa Barbara as they pursue justice for Melodee, whether that be laboratory services, running down leads in other states, or other investigative assets. As I mentioned, this investigation spanned multiple states. FBI field offices in Denver, Kansas City, Las Vegas, Omaha, Salt Lake City, San Diego, and San Francisco, as well as numerous other local partners, provided resources. In particular, as the sheriff mentioned, the Wayne County Sheriff's Department in Utah and their medical examiner for their dedication to Melodee's remains once they were found. Thank you in advance for bearing with me, as I would like to recognize the following agencies that also played a significant role in this investigation. As the sheriff mentioned, it was quite extensive. From the state of Colorado, the Chaffee County Sheriff's Office, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, Colorado Department of Transportation, Colorado State Police, Fremont County Sheriff's Office, Grand Junction, Colorado Police Department, Gunnison Police Department, Gunnison Sheriff's Office, Salida Police Department. From the state of Nebraska, the Nebraska State Police, from the state of Utah, the Piute County Sheriff's Office, St. George Police Department, the Utah State Bureau of Investigation, and the Utah Department of Public Safety. Lastly, I'd like to recognize the media for reporting on this story continuously, and for members of the public who called in tips. We continue to urge anyone with information about Melodee's murder to contact law enforcement. Thank you, and I'll turn it back over to the sheriff.
Thank you. Let me just conclude by saying these remarks. The circumstances of Melodee Buzzard's murder are heartbreaking. All of us who have been involved in this case have been deeply affected by it. We were hoping against hope that she would be safely found. This outcome is deeply tragic, and on behalf of the entire Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office, I want to extend our deepest condolences to those who knew and loved Melodee. I want to take a moment to speak directly to the Meza and Buzzard families, who have endured unimaginable pain throughout this ordeal. Their strength, their patience, and their steadfast hope have been evident from the very beginning. No family should ever have to experience this kind of loss, and our hearts are with them today and will be with them in the difficult days ahead. We stand with them, and we remain committed to securing justice for Melodee. I also want to thank the members of the media, both you here in our region and those.
I want to know the motive. I know it should be more about, but what goes through, like, what mindset was the person who did this? Like, what was their mindset? Does anyone have any idea? Did I miss something?
Out of state for your continued coverage, including the conveyance of Melodee's image and the circumstances of her disappearance all across America. Your involvement played a meaningful role in advancing this investigation. To the members of our community who followed this case closely, thank you for your engagement, for your support, and for your willingness to come forward with information. The loss of a child is among the most profound tragedies any community can endure, and that loss is exacerbated when it is at the hand of someone else, and particularly at the hand of the one who should have loved them the most.
Yep.
Today, we stand together in grief, but also with resolve. Melodee deserved a far better life than she had. We will honor her memory by ensuring that every step of this process is handled with care, compassion, and a steadfast commitment to justice. Our investigation does not end here. We will continue working closely with prosecutors and ensure that the judicial process moves forward with integrity. May God bless the innocent soul of Melodee Alani Buzzard, who we will never, ever forget. Thank you, and I'll now turn it back over to our PIO, Raquel.
I don't want to hear mental health issues either, man. I'm sick of that. There's plenty of people with mental health issues that don't hurt others.
We have allotted some time if anybody has any follow-up questions. Again, reinforcing the fact that we do have an ongoing investigation, and while we're trying to balance transparency with seeking justice for Melodee, so we do have an opportunity to take just a few questions. Yes, Crystal.
Yeah, Raquel, I'm just curious, do we believe at this moment that Ashlee acted alone, or is there any potential leads that other suspects may be involved?
So the
Good
question is,
question.
do we believe that Ashlee
Did
acted
Ashlee
alone
act
in
alone?
This, homicide? I'll
They're
turn it
asking.
over to Lieutenant Gottschall. Please step to the podium.
Thank you for your question. Our investigation thus far has revealed that at this time we don't believe that anyone else was involved.
Right here, yes.
Raquel, the sheriff mentioned the retrieval of cartridges
Yes.
and live rounds. Is the murder weapon in evidence?
We have a poll up. Did the mom act alone, folks? Go ahead. If you subbed, you could vote. Subscriber poll right now. Did the mom act alone?
The question is about the location of the murder weapon, if we have that in our evidence or in our possession at this time. I'll turn that over to Sheriff Brown.
Thank you. Yeah, the short answer is no. We do not have the murder weapon yet, but we continue to seek it.
I'll come back to you for your follow-up question in just a moment. Go ahead, yes?
Will this case be tried in Santa Barbara County or elsewhere?
Okay, so the question is where this trial will take place. I believe Sheriff Brown will have a response for that.
Yes, the plan is that this trial will take place here, since the intent was believed to have been formed here in our county prior to going on this road trip and committing the actual crime.
So we're going to have room for just a couple more questions. I'll volley back here. Yes.
My God, let people ask questions, man. What do you guys?
Investigation.
Why only like 5 minutes worth of questions? Let the people ask the questions. We only have time for two. What do you have to do? Use the restroom?
Had been out in those various areas along the road trip. Had that area in Wayne County been searched at all?
So the question is if investigators on their initial routes had been through that area of Wayne County. I believe you're asking if we'd specifically probably been to the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
I'm going to refer to Lieutenant Goschel for that.
Thank you for your question. We've been following a ton of leads, looking at a lot of different data and information. It is an expansive area of the United States that we were researching, and unfortunately we didn't have specific location information until recently. Thank you.
Yes.
When can we expect a mugshot of Ashlee to be released?
I'll have you email me privately on that. We'll proceed with that. We'll take one final question here, and then that'll be a wrap.
One final question. That will be a wrap. Well, come on, just answer. It should be like, how long were the questions? Like 5 minutes? Give me a break.
Yes.
Is there a motive that you can share with us at all?
The question is motive. If we have one established, I'll have Sheriff Brown cover.
Yeah. Imagine if she didn't ask that important question.
We have not established a motive at this point. We have obviously established that it is what's known as a filicide, the slaying of a child, in this case a maternal filicide. And there's been a lot of study and a lot of discussion about that and what motivates people to do that. But as far as an actual direct motive, we haven't established that yet.
A very quick follow-up. I know that Ashlee, you had described her as uncooperative throughout the investigation.
By the way, a filicide is an ending of one's own sibling or offspring. All right, that's what a filicide is. It's the ending of one's own offspring.
You describe her demeanor now.
Exactly. Why are they rushing out of the press conference? Just people have questions. Answer the questions.
Has she spoken or confessed in any way? Can you talk about her demeanor now?
Yeah, I can tell you that as of this morning, no, there was no change in her attitude and her demeanor.
Yeah, she's still a bitch.
Uncooperative.
Yeah, still being a bitch.
Thank you all very much for coming out and for being patient with us through this process, not just today, but throughout the entirety of the investigation. And again, we really do appreciate the media's coverage of this very important.
But they're not being patient with the media because they have to go, right? I'm sorry, folks, but I think public servants should answer questions because we're their boss. Is that weird? Because I feel like the Q&A part was like 5 minutes, and it's like, oh, we only have time for 2 more. Get out of here.
And that's going to conclude our press conference for today. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Ozzy's had longer jury duty than these questions. Ridiculous. I don't know. Well, we got some new info, obviously, and it's bad. It's bad. What's up, and let's see if we can get some more points, some more details. If you got here late, you can go ahead and watch the full stream by rewinding it. Want to thank everybody for coming on in. I know it sucks. Holiday. The holidays are here. You don't want to hear this shit, you know. But I guess evil doesn't take the weekend, you know, the holidays off. Evil does not take holidays off, right? Oh, Michelle, thank you. Welcome in, Michelle. Michelle, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome in, everybody. Michelle. Thank you, thank you. So, again, we're on, this is not official, but I'll go through some of the things right now on X. Do your own research. I mean, this guy's posting right now. SF investigates. I don't know. I don't know this creator. They may be right. They may be wrong. But they're saying that this is where the body was found. And she was pew-pewed and ended by her mom. Could you believe that? Look at this. That's the area, I guess they're saying they found her. And that's them. The mom with the bad wig. What is she telling their daughter? Like, it's ridiculous. We saw the press conference. You could actually rewind it.
Saddened to report to you that the body of Melodee Buzzard, the 9-year-old child who went missing from the Lompoc area in October of this year, has been found in a rural area outside of Canesville in Wayne County, Utah. And that this morning at approximately 7:51 a.m., members of our Sheriff's Office and the FBI arrested her mother, Ashlee Buzzard, for her murder. Maternal filicide is rare and always difficult to comprehend. But this level of criminal activity is particularly shocking given the calculated, cold-blooded, and criminally sophisticated premeditation and heartlessness that went into planning it, and the ruthlessness that went into actually committing the crime. We have recovered a significant amount of evidence that clearly indicates that this heinous crime was committed by Ashlee Buzzard, Melodee's mother, and the very person upon who she relied upon and trusted the most in this world. From the moment this case was reported, our detectives pursued every lead with determination, with urgency, and with compassion. Our investigators and those of our allied agencies worked simultaneously on multiple fronts, some maintaining around-the-clock surveillance of Ashlee Buzzard, while others focused on the painstaking collection, analysis, and verification of physical, digital, and forensic evidence.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Oh man, I've been looking at TMZ. TMZ, a lot of deaths in TMZ. Like, it's known as a celebrity, how would I say, drama rag, but a lot of the stuff has been just crazy. Missing California girl found after 2 months search, mom arrested. So there we have Melodee. Terrible, man. And then the mom, this is another angle of her with the terrible, terrible wig. Was she a single parent? I don't know what's going on, really. By the way, Michelle, thanks for the support, and welcome in, Matthew. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she was a single mom. I don't know what the motivation can be here. Custody battle. Either way, it's a lunatic. Really didn't think it would end this way. Apparently, a lot of people didn't think it was going to end this way, but pew-pewed. This is where the death penalty should be legal in all states as well as Canada. My Canadian friends, do you think death penalty should be implemented here? What a freak, really. Her mom hasn't been charged yet. I think she has been. Definitely a liberal, come on. Yeah, but I mean, TMZ, I'm looking at it, man. It's all like these headlines. They're not. Her husband died in a motorcycle accident, I think. Thank you for that, Heather, whatever. You know, you got Jeffrey's list stuff. You got. What a terrible wig, man. More like try to pin it on Trump no matter what. Russell Brand news with more S accusations. Apparently, Russell Brand hit with 2 new charges. Charges? Holy shit. Like, charges are brutal, right? Accusations, one thing. He addressed the issue. I don't know if I could play this, so I'm not going to play it. But there you go. Russell Brand. I don't know what's going on with him. Some people... Look, a lot of these people, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, all right? I'm going to say this. People like that hate him now, that believe all these things, liked him until he started getting into politics. Daily Mail. Let's see what's going on here. Oh my gosh. This one's crazy. Well, I'm going to make a video about this. Look at this. Wow, this is a pretty big revelation. Daily Mail exclusive. Police were repeatedly called to Rob Reiner's Brentwood home or mansion for years before sons murdered him and his wife. I don't know if you could just say he did it, but without the trial, but so the signs were there, man. The signs were there, according to this report. Calling the cops 1 million times. Or a lot. Police have been responding to disturbances at the Rob and Michelle Reiner Los Angeles mansion for a decade, long before the Hollywood legend and his wife were found ended inside their home. The Daily Mail can verify. The Daily Mail can reveal. LAPD records obtained by the Daily Mail show officers were called to the family. At least 6 times in 2013, 2014, 2017, and twice in 2019. So, but so if the cops were called, isn't that public record? Like, why they were called? Isn't it a public record why they were called? Oh, here it goes. The calls for service were for incidents ranging from alleged family violence to welfare mental health checks. Yeah, but when the cops are called for violence, they have to take someone in, right? From what I understand. And had a dad joke. That's what they do when there's domestic violence issues. I've heard that if you call the cops, they have to take someone in. They don't just take the report, investigate, and leave. There's been quite a few calls for service at the Reiner house, a source close to the LAPD told the Daily Mail. But isn't that public knowledge? Shouldn't that be public knowledge? That's crazy. The revelation about the police call-outs suggests there's been trouble at the home well before the legendary movie director and his wife were found with their throats, you know what. So, damn, that's crazy. Look, I gotta say, I've been told some stuff about this case, about the crime scene, that I can't verify if it's real or not. But I think it is. But I don't know if I should report it. Just to say the crime scene was brutal. That's all. Why didn't Child Protective Services step in to protect the child? I think they need something wrong to happen before they take it that way. You know? They need something... All right, folks, we're going to direct it at the chat for a minute, and then I will be working on a few more videos here on Nerd Report. Make sure to hit the subscribe and notification if you can. Let me know what you think, what your opinions are, last minute opinions. If you want to support the channel, be great. And I will conclude this stream, but I want to know what you all think. So just a quick heads up. Look, are you guys watching the screen? Hit that one. Hit that one. If you're watching the screen, if you're looking at the screen, hit that one. Very important. One of the most important things you're going to look at on screen right now. All right. We have a new channel called Nerd Report Reloaded. All right. We have updates here, different than here. All right. Listen, if you want to continue getting notifications from our channel, this may be why you're not getting notifications. If you want to get notifications, you go on Nerd Report, for example. You hit the subscribe, the arrow down. On the down, you'll see choices. All, personalized, none, unsubscribe. You go on all. The bell, it says all. Once again, you go on Nerd Report. Do it now. This channel right here, where it says subscribe. You pull down the arrow. You click on all. Where the bell is, all. Make sure that is checked out. Okay, let me actually, right there. The all. Check out the all right here under the subscribe. You will get notified. All right. If you need a link to the other channel, I'm dropping the link right now in the comments. Oops. I don't know how to shrink this now. So there you go. Thank you, Jalissa. All right, there's going to be a big storm coming in. If you want me to cover that, I will. Wish me luck. All right, folks. Thanks for dropping in. I have a video dropping on Nerd Report in a few minutes. Stay tuned. Nerd out.